they're wasting this window to bring in your best players to figure out, okay, what's the best rhythm? Because like he says, he knows Weston. Yeah, okay, you know him. So is he either that good? He's quality enough to say, you know, you're going to bring him. So is he a starter or not? That's what you need to figure out.
I'm going to say the quote again. We said it before. He said, we already know Weston. This is Mauricio Pochettino. We already know Weston. It's not necessary to call him. And so when you talk about criteria, Chuck, I wonder if he already has a list of guys that he knows where they're going to fit and where he sees them in the pecking order. He doesn't need to see them anymore. Now, Flo Balogun is still a bit of a surprise that he wasn't on the original roster because he actually hasn't seen Flo Balogun yet. Balogun hasn't been a part of any Mauricio Pochettino camps.
So that takes the narrative away. So
a little bit, but
Christian takes the narrative away too, right?
There's contradictions all over the place.
I agree with you. But I wonder if, but with Weston, we know he's going to be a part of the World Cup roster. There'll just be, it's undeniable. I don't know what,
but do we?
Yeah,
I'm not 100% willing to say that we know.
I will. I'll put my flag on the ground. Weston's going to make the World Cup roster. Congratulations, Weston. We can't wait to see you play in the World Cup this summer.
Yeah. Is he a guaranteed starter?
Okay, I didn't say that.
That's a different story, right?
Yeah.
All right, but is he a starter? Is he a starter?
Well, I don't know yet. I don't.
Do you think do you think he's starting in the first game of the World Cup?
I'm not convinced that he's starting. But I've been saying
I'm
this
not
forever.
convinced he started either. But he's on the roster.
Yeah.
I'd put my flag on the ground on that one.
He's
going to be in the team.
I think it's a guarantee with.
I don't know if he's a starter though. Listen, I'd like to see who our opponents are first. Obviously, I can't wait till that World Cup draw happens. But
wasn't it more important how Poch wants to play? Like,
and who the opponent is, right? I think that's going to factor into his roster or his starting 11 selection as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to change his formation once we get to the World Cup. It might change some personnel, but I don't know that you're going to change formations, at the World Cup. You generally don't see a lot of that from national teams.
He's saying he's seen certain players. He's only coached the national team for 16 games. This isn't Pochettino who's had the cycle for 3 years, and he's saying, "Hey, I've had him in different tournaments. I've seen him in different scenarios." He has not had enough time with these guys, regardless if he knows them or not.
Let's use your U10 team as a test here. If you had 16 games when let's say your player pool was 4, you don't need 16 games to know who your guys are, do you? Who your kids are, and do you think you need 16 games?
Hell no.
To figure it. You probably need what? Maybe 5?
I'll tell you right now. If I had a month with players, which he did with the Gold Cup, you have everything you need. You don't need any more tests. You know what you got at the moment. You know where they are. Now, if you said 6 months from there, how do they progress? Then you could say, okay, maybe they've changed quite a bit because they took that experience and they built off of it because I had certain demands, or maybe they were lacking something and you told them to work on it. They went back to their club, and 6 months later, then you saw the growth. But to tell me what you saw a month in the summer and now you're calling them back in September because you said, I need to see them, that to me is not necessary. And it goes back to, we're wasting this for me in my perspective. They're wasting this window to bring in your best players to figure out, okay, what's the best rhythm? Because like he says, he knows Weston. Yeah, okay, you know him. So is he either that good? He's quality enough to say, you know, you're going to bring him. So is he a starter or not? That's what you need to figure out. How does he fit in with Tessman? How does he fit in with Cardoso? How does he fit in with Tyler Adams? Does he see him at that level or not? And for me, that's why you'd want to bring him in. If you told me right now, Berhalter, Delatorre, Zawadzki, McGlynn, are any of those guys better than Tessman, Cardoso, or McKennie? Would you take any of them right now over those three?
No,
based on quality, right? I'm not taking any of the other intangibles, right? Of locker room guy, how they train, what they bring to the group. I'm just saying when we see them at their very best, at their peak, and we expect Pochettino to get these guys to play at their peak. Otherwise, you say, hey, this guy's mentality, it's not good enough. He's been coasting. And I'm not calling him in until he proves that he's going to bring it every day when he comes to the national team. And this whole lazy narrative for some of these guys, I'm just saying if that's the case, then that's what I need to stamp out. That for me is where we're at.
We didn't add this into the Weston conversation, but we should have. That Mauricio Pochettino did mention he didn't get a proper break with the Club World Cup, so that was another factor in the decision making in leading Weston at home. But I still think that it's interesting that he knows Weston, he knows what he brings, and I wonder what that list looks like for him and his coaching staff. Okay, we know what these, let's say, 20 players are about and where I think they can fit in the puzzle. Doesn't mean they're going to be the best fit yet. Like Balogun, he doesn't know yet. He hasn't been around Balogun yet, and I know it seems to be, and it should be, very important to have that personal interaction to see how this player trains, how they carry themselves, how they fit in with the group, all the intangibles that are important as you try to build a team. So, I guess
let's just throw in Patrick Agyemang, for instance. You're playing in the Gold Cup. You're in MLS. You are playing every week. That phone call comes, hey, your agent, hey, a number of championship clubs are after you, and a bid was just accepted. Wouldn't you have the presence of mind to go, Pochettino, should I make this move? Do you think this is a good move? Do you think this will elevate my game? Will this put me in a better position? Or to what we were just talking about, Pochettino goes, I don't rate the EFL championship, and I think you should stay where you're at. Did that conversation happen?
Well, clearly he doesn't talk to anyone, so why would you ask him?
That's true.
But that's literally true. Somebody who Pochettino trusted and has delivered when he's played under Pochettino for the most part. At least that's what Mauricio has kind of given off. And so now you have this player moving to a league that you think is not good.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
We hear you, Chuck. All right, we're going to take our last break and call it what you want. We're going to get into our big transfer market conversation about Americans overall in the history of transfer markets. We're going to save that for next week. I know you're sad. We've come to the end of the video. But if you want more average to good content from your favorite former U.S. men's national team players, this is the channel to make it happen. Go look at our other videos. Go look at our playlists. And if you want more of the content, the best way to make that happen is to hit like, hit subscribe, and then turn on all of your notifications so that you do not miss anything that we drop or when we go live or whatever it may be. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.